Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Chris Borman. I'm a friend of Chris. And I am here to introduce the wedding party. I am the MC for the evening. It's all about process and workflow. The engineer's got the marketing guy doing the workflow, so I will try and keep everything on track. So, order of events. First, we have the best man, Chris's brother, Trevor Norris. Everyone back to the friend. Next, we have maid of honor, Julie's sister, Jessica Smythe. We have the one and only bridesmaid, Julie's friend, Julie Turner. Next we have our flower girls coming in. Last but not least, the beautiful happy couple, Chris and Julie Norris. Reverend Deborah Hart to come up and say grace before we start.
Let's give thanks for this day. Loving God, on this joyful day we give thanks for your presence with us during the uniting of Julie and Chris in marriage. We ask for your presence now to continue with us. Bless this food, the hands that have prepared it, the family and friends gathered to share it, that each one of us in turn may be a blessing in our communities and in our world. Amen.
Good evening. Yeah. So, those of you who know me, and anybody can tell that if I have to give a speech, I get very nervous. So yesterday, my cousin suggested that I do a dance instead of giving a speech, which I thought, no. I took my dancing attire, my two left feet, and my musical talent, and I went out to the backyard, and I did a dance, and I danced to the sun god. And what happened? Chris's face that he does not want me to do an interpretive dance now. So I'll do a speech instead. So every one of you here is special to Chris and Julie and the Schmidt and Norris family. And many of you I know have come a long distance, and many of you have had to make very complex arrangements to be here. So we thank you all for being here. Some people can't be here tonight, and we think of them. Chris, your godfather, Uncle Bob to you both, he's somewhere over the moon, looking down with a grin from ear to ear. He is so happy for you. Life is full of choices. Sometimes we make choices that affect us for the rest of our lives. If we're lucky, we get a chance to rethink our earlier choices and make new choices that will affect us for the rest of our lives. I thank my God, Chris and Julie, that you have made the right choice. It is so wonderful and awesome to be celebrating your beautiful love story and your marriage with you tonight. Both of you and all of us have waited a long time. Chris, you are a fun-loving, curious, daredevil kid. You brought us great joy, much laughter, tremendous pride, and the occasional nightmare. You've grown into an amazing man, still fun-loving, curious, and thankfully not quite so daredevilish. You're handsome, you're clever, you're usually open-minded. However, you're closed-minded and obsessive about some things, like composting, garbage, and worms. And any of you who are going to be going by Chris and Julie's house tomorrow, I'm sure he'd be so happy to share all of that with you. No, okay. You're a great father and a role model to Graham and Ryan and Erica, a fun uncle, a caring brother, a good friend to so many, a loving, supportive partner and now husband to Julie, and a treasure to me. You have great determination. When you felt your unique niche in engineering, de-icing, didn't provide the satisfaction and challenge you had hoped for, you were determined to move beyond the reputation of the Iceman, and you changed careers and moved into business. You never tire of learning, and who knows what comes next. Actually, your family is not surprised by your determination. We witnessed it on many occasions in your growing up years. You used to ride your cute little yellow bike with training wheels up and down the sidewalk with great delight. Then one day, when you were about 5, you asked to have your training wheels taken off. Do you remember? Okay. Figuring that we were in for lots of days of back braking with a bicycle down the road, we tried to convince you to keep them on longer. However, at your insistence and determination, the training wheels were removed, and then you sat, and you sat, and you sat on your cute little yellow bike for a very long time. When your determination was satisfied, you came inside to inform us that you could now ride a 2-wheel bike, and we could come out and watch you do that. He was right. We went out and witnessed Chris riding a 2-wheel bike with no backbreaking on our part. It was determination on his part. And I think that day, your determination, your sense of adventure, your independence and confidence grew in leaps and bounds. Along the years, though you have had countless bumps and scrapes, falls, and even hospital stays, I should remind you of the time that you wanted to see how close to the ground you could get as you made a turn on your bike, and you found out how close to the ground you could get when you turned on your bike, and you've got this long scar to prove the broken arm. Or the time that you were riding on your bike home from Mike Cowan's house, and you braked suddenly and went through the window of a very surprised, alarmed motorist lying on his back seat. And I'm not sure whether the driver of the car was more surprised or the pedestrian you tried to avoid. But it was your determination that led you to continue to try 2 wheels. And on a motorcycle, you came face to face with a deer, and fortunately you won and the deer lost. Over the years, you have tested your limits on bikes and also with many things. There are memories of you swallowing a poker chip, memories of you with an experimental fire in the backyard with ropes and gasoline, right? There are memories of your Buddha belly Chris looks very slim now. Chris used to have a very large Buddha belly that sometimes would tilt him right over. And he often had sore headaches from tilting over. Your infectious belly laugh, your underage home brew with Mike Sagal, your one-arm push-ups, again, another way for the sore head. But I've been asked to keep my comments brief. Suffice it to say, Chris, determination is one of your admirable lifelong qualities, and you were determined to marry the woman who was right for you. That brings us to Julie. Julie, you were right for Chris. You were always right for Chris, and you're right for each other. He just didn't realize that 21 years ago, and he never consulted me. I speak from the bottom of my heart and for our whole family when we welcome you into our family. I'm blessed with 3 wonderful sons, Trevor, Chris, and Simon, and 3 wonderful daughters, Carly, Julie, and Julie. And having 2 Julies in the same family can be very confusing. Especially at one time when I told a friend that Julie was expecting. Julie was expecting. And the reaction was, oh my God, she just had a baby. And I said, no. Chris is Julie, not my Julie. And so that's how I tried to distinguish and clarify. There was Chris's Julie and my Julie. But that doesn't work any longer. And so I think tonight we have Julie with an Ann. And that's my Julie. That's Julie Ann. And we have Julie with an E. Because tonight you're both my Julies. So Chris and Julie, past memories and life experiences and your love for each other have helped shape you into the wonderful people you are today. And you're blessed with each other and an energetic young family, Graham, Ryan, and Erica. Let's all drink a toast to your ongoing happiness.